The OPP is updating the media following a fatal crash in Brampton. Let's listen in.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just before 7:30 this morning, Caledon OPP and emergency crews, we responded to a two-vehicle collision. We're on Mayfield Road, just east of Mississauga Road. Two vehicles were involved, two SUVs. One driver was pronounced deceased at the scene. The other driver was transported to hospital with minor injuries. So we currently have Mayfield Road closed from Creditview to Mississauga Road. I'll take some questions.
I know it's early in this investigation. Friends and family showed up here just a short time ago and said that the deceased was coming home from the night shift. I raise this question to you, and you may not even know the answer to this, because this is the second fatality within 24 hours, another one just down the road from here, and people told us that those 5 people in one of those vehicles involved were returning home from the night shift as well. Will that be part of your investigation to find out where all of these two drivers were coming from?
Absolutely. So all factors, including that, would be part of the investigation.
So it may not just be a coincidence, or there could, I'm not suggesting there is, that there could be more to the location, the time, both coming from night shifts.
Correct. Yes. All factors are looked into.
Thank you.
So, do you have an idea of which direction each car was going?
Again, the investigation is still pretty early on. So it's still an active investigation. We are still asking for witnesses to come forward. If anybody saw anything or have dashcam footage, you can contact Caledon OPP at 1-888-310-1122.
I'm looking right now that was a Jeep was flipped over.
Correct.
So
Yes.
Would that indicate that it was traveling pretty high rate of speed, or?
Again, that's information that's part of the investigation. I just don't have that information at the time. But speed could be a factor as well, so that's all looked into.
And so what are the two cars that were involved? Obviously, the Jeep, what was the other car?
It's a small SUV. It's behind me. I don't know what make it is exactly, but it's on the same side.
It's this one right here?
Correct. The one by the school bus sign.
By the school bus.
Yes.
Okay, and happened just before. And what is there any other details that you can tell us? I mean,
Not at this time. It would be speculating. It's all part of the investigation.
I mean, the fact that not in this general area. I mean, obviously not right here, but in this general area, there's been 3 fatal accidents in the last 3 days. And just talking about the security for the holidays.
Well, on Caledon OPP patrolled roads this year so far, we've had 15 fatal collisions, 19 dead. So the message that we have for drivers: slow down, stay in control, pay attention, wear your seatbelt, and never drive impaired.
The fact that 3 in the last few days, I mean, it's pretty alarming.
One is too many, but yeah, absolutely. But everybody has a role to play in making sure our roads are safe. So that's our message.
I mean, obviously,
So on this stretch of road, so on the south side will be Brampton, north is Caledon, but Mayfield itself is Caledon OPP.
I mean, obviously, the significance of the time of year. I mean, obviously, it's supposed to be a festive time of year to have these.
Yeah, absolutely. Like on the best of days, it's tragic, but especially as we're approaching the holiday season for sure.
So what would the main message be as far as driving during the holiday season?
Well, driving anytime, again, slow down, pay attention, stay in control, wear your seatbelt, and never drive impaired.
So it was the driver of which car that passed away?
The Jeep.
The Jeep. And what's the condition of the driver of the other car?
The last update I received was minor injuries.
So there was about a dozen to
All right, that's the latest from the OPP, updating the media after a fatal crash in Brampton this morning around 7:30. It happened near Mayfield Road and Mississauga Road. A two-vehicle collision. Two SUVs collided. The driver of one SUV was pronounced dead on scene. The driver of another transported to hospital with minor injuries, and police say speed may have been a factor. This isn't far from the scene of a deadly collision just down the street in Caledon yesterday.